How to make $60 per day renting out your rooms in the Gambia. This video is courtesy of all the questions that have been asked when it comes to making money from rental properties in the Gambia. Is it viable? Is it something that I need to have a lot of money to spend? Well, in this video, I am going to be sharing with you a simple way that you can do it to generate revenue from rooms, not like an entire property, but just from rooms in the Gambia. If that is something that you're interested in, make sure to watch this video till the end, as these steps are very, very important in order for it to be successful. Renting out your spare room is a profitable venture, not just in the Gambia, but across the world, where where people are traveling to that country. They don't necessarily want to stay at an hotel. They want to stay within the local community to communicate with people, to learn the history, to learn the culture, to see beautiful sites that are there to explore. And so people want to be more closer to the people of the country that they're going to stay in. So a lot of people don't mind actually renting a room within a house where people are living already, because that's like, back in the days when you used to have like pen pal and you used to write the person and then you go and visit the person. Some people don't mind bonding with the people that are actually living in the house, especially if they are not familiar with the place, how certain things are. And right now in the Gambia is tourism season. Like, there's a lot of people are coming in the Gambia right now, and some of them are hushed off to private institutions, while some are actually just out and about in the town, connecting with local families here that they have made relationship with over the years. Now, if you have an empty room or empty rooms that just sitting there, you're not in the Gambia, or you are in the Gambia but you don't really use that house, then this video is definitely going to share with you how you can make a lot of money from those empty rooms. Okay, so I have some notes here with me that I'm going to go over. I'm going to actually put it in the description for anybody who wants to use this formula to actually start something like this. So the module that I'm thinking of is rent-to-let. You have a lot of property owners that are not necessarily using their properties at this time, and let's say you don't necessarily have a lot of money to go and buy an apartment unit, decorate it, do the advertisement in order to draw people inside that property to start making money from it. So you have a module that called a rent-to-let module. In some other countries they have names for it, but for me what I know it as is rent-to-let. Okay, so a property owner have a vacant property, nobody is renting it, or it's there and they don't have any use for it, but guess what, you have some money in your pocket that you would like to invest into real estate, but it's not in the millions, maybe it's in the thousands, right? And you can negotiate with a property owner to say, oh, I want to rent your property out for the next 3 to 4 years, or maybe less than that, maybe 2 years, in order to test, to generate revenue from the property. That property owner will feel okay because they know that they're going to be collecting a 2-year worth of rent from that property, right? So when you rent the property from the property owner, you're basically going to use that property to rent it out short term to tourism or people who are traveling to that country. So the first thing that you're going to do is identify the target. Who do you want to rent that property to? Let's say you have a property owner who agree with you in terms of making a deal to rent the property out. So who do you want to rent the property out to? Is it going to be tourists? Is it going to be business travelers? Is it going to be NGOs? I don't know. Who are you targeting and why? And if you don't have a target audience in mind, then it will not work for you, because you will just pay money for the property and just have it sitting on you. So you must know exactly what you want to accomplish from the property before you actually even go inside this. Like, what is your goal? Why do you want to go into this rent-to-let module, right? So you have to understand the market. The next thing is that you have to make sure that you highlight popular location in the Gambia for a room rental. So you have Brucey B, Kololi, let's say Brucey B, Kololi, Brufut, right down to Sukuta, around Jabang. These areas are nice areas where a lot of people who know about the Gambia, this is where they want to live. When they come to Gambia, they want to stay there because it's close to Senegambia, it's close to Banjul, it's close to the beach, and properties around that end tend to attract a lot more people who want to stay in the Gambia, because if they don't know anything about the Gambia, they don't want to go outside of the this area, especially Sakuta, going back to Brikama. They don't want to live there because what they're thinking is that I don't know anyone there, so why would I want to go there? And the potential for revenue is going to be low the further back you go from Sukuta, going to Brikama, people are not going to necessarily want to rent your house out for $20 a night, or your room out for $20 a night, for example, right? So if you have your room around Kettering, Senegambia, Bijilo, Bruceby area, it's much more easier to convince someone to rent the room for $20 a night or $15 a night, depending on the price that you choose to charge and what you're offering and who your target audience is. A lot more people will be more easier to convince to rent the room out so that you can generate revenue. Also, people are always coming in that area looking for places to stay. So if you don't have money to spend on big advertisement, like you're going to hire us, like if you want to do a videography marketing for your real estate product, you don't have the budget, you can actually do it yourself by just posting it online, Facebook group, sharing it with people that you know, getting agents to tell people about it and give them a percentage of the commission if you actually factor that into your pricing. Understanding the market is you have to know when it's peak season. Like the time when I'm filming this video now, we're in November 2024. It's peak season right now. There's a whole lot of people that are heading to the Gambia right now. If you guys are following the media or the news in the Gambia, a matter of fact, if you're even going to go into this thing, you have to make sure that you understand the market, understand real estate, understand how things work. Right now, it's tourism season in the Gambia. It's peak season, and a lot of people are coming into the Gambia right now, and it's an opportune time for someone with a vacant property to actually monetize it. If you guys watched the video that we did the last time of this property that we toured, everything in there was clean and nice. That property is actually attracting so many people. So many people want to book the property right now, and they're not coming until next year, June, August. People just want a nice place to stay that is secure. So if you make a contact or a contract with a property owner, let's say like that, like this property owner that hired us to tour that place, he don't want to take over the hassle of managing clients, talking to clients. He don't mind renting it out to someone who will take care of his property and treat the guests kind and uphold the standard and quality of the property in which he built to put on the market. Then you can see where you will actually get rid of the challenges that you will have when it comes to attracting people, because as I said, people are actually pre-booking right now that property for time that they're not going to even be here, you see. So you have to know about the peak season, like when people are going to be in the Gambia more than when people are not going to be in the Gambia. Let's say down June, July, August, when the rain start to fall, a lot of people stop coming into the Gambia because rainy season, a lot of people don't really like coming here because they don't like the water and the roads, with the mud and stuff like that. But in the dry season, a lot of people come in the dry season, and I think the dry season around 6-7 months of dry season. So if you're going to do it, let's say you can rent the property out or the rooms out for the next 3 to 6 months, right? You have to give yourself a number like that. I'm not saying people don't rent in rainy season or tourists is not here in rainy season. I'm saying in dry season there's more people here, and right now it's peak season. Okay, let's say you got a property owner to agree with you, right? You find the property owner, you explain everything to him, he agrees on a price with you or her agree on a price with you, and you have the money to pay the property. The first thing that you're going to want to think about is the presentation of the property, like what kind of furnitures are there, what kind of decor is there, based on the client that you want to attract within that property or room. How is it situated? Is it easy for them to get in the room? What is the ease of flow to get around the room, to the kitchen, to the bathroom? What is that like, based on the type of client that you want to attract to the room or the property that you're offering to them? What are you offering? As I said, like, what are you offering? Like, Wi-Fi? Is Wi-Fi there? Is air conditioned in the place? What are the amenities when that person come to book the property? What are the amenities that they're going to have? Because a lot of people are just thinking about just the room, but what is the amenities that you're going to offer to this potential client that you're going to possibly book into that property? I'm just checking my notes here. You see my notes, right? So is the property clean? How is the property maintained? Do you have cleaners coming in every day or every week? How often do you have the property maintained? Is that something that you're going to leave up to your guests? How are you going to do it? These are things that you must think about before you even pursue into this venture, because that is going to help you to present the property to the ideal client that you want to attract to get the result that you want to get. Are you guys excited about what I'm saying? If you're excited about what I'm saying, comment I am excited about this down below. Let me know if you guys are interested in this video, because it helped me to know what you guys want to hear when it comes to real estate and monetizing it in the Gambia or Africa overall, right? So comment and let me know. I am excited, so I know that you guys are ready to learn more about what we know when it comes to monetizing real estate. Okay, so the next thing and the most important thing to me is that you have to set competitive pricing, right? So as I said, you have spoken to a property owner, the property owner agree to give you the property or give you rooms in the property so that you can sublet it out to get revenue from the property. He don't have a problem with that once you pay him his money up front, or you're finished with him, or whatever the arrangement is, because some arrangements are there where you don't pay the money up front. However, whatever you generate from the rental of the rooms or the property, you and the property owner can come to an agreement where you split that revenue, right? So it depends on the approach that you, or the agreement that you have with the property owner when it comes to this rent-to-let module. Okay, so you have to make sure you set competitive pricing, right? You have to discuss how much is it that you're going to charge per room, if it's per room that you're doing, based on the type of client that you are trying to attract, based on the amenities that you are offering, and all of the above. What pricing structure are you going to set? If you are targeting, let's say, white tourists, for example, right? Let's say you're targeting white tourists who are coming to the Gambia and they don't want to rent a hotel. They just want to stay within the community, within a one room. They don't mind sharing room. How much are you going to charge that person? You have to know based on the market price as well. What are others renting out their properties for? Let's say there's a one bedroom versus a room inside a house. What is the price on the one bedroom, and how can you price your room inside a house in order to be competitive or to be attractive to that client versus them going out there and renting a one bedroom, nice one bedroom, no disturbance, no nothing, within another space? What pricing structure are you going to set? All of these things are things that you're going to have to look on based on what you're offering, based on how much you're paying the property owner, if it makes sense before you even actually make an arrangement or agreement with the property owner. You must understand how are you going to price, because let's say the property owner is charging you, for example, $1 million, say, for 2 years, for example, right? You cannot say, okay, I'm going to rent 2 rooms out, and at the end of that 2 years of rental agreement between you and the property owner, you are not going to see the money that you want to see from you renting out the rooms per night to clients, right? So all of these things you have to make sure that you know. So you have to also think about additional costs, because if it's a business that you're going to start, you're going to have to pay tax, you know. What are the taxation like, you know? What are the other things like when it comes to repair? Let's say if the client go in there, destroy the person's bed or break the person's glass, all of this can be an additional cost to you. How will you pay for that in case these things happen? I'm not saying it's going to happen, because you can just have a way that you work something out that if the person destroy let's say a glass cup, they have to buy it back, you know. So it depends on the arrangement that you have with the client and the property owner when it comes to the property. But you still have to factor in all of these costs to say, what if this happened? How will you pay for it? How will you cover these costs once you get the property owner to agree to you and you start to getting clients in the house? You don't want to regret anything. You don't want to get a property, you're excited, oh my god, I'm so happy I have a property, yay! You know, and you put the property out and you pay, you pay the tenant, the client, you put the property out, and then you realize that you're just making the money, you're making below even the money that you actually pay to get access to the property, and then you feel bad. You feel like, oh my god, I was not this, I was not that, blah blah blah. So make sure that you work everything out when it comes to your pricing structure, costs that may incur on you, not just renting the property, but additional cost. So after you have your property, everything is set, you understand your costs, you understand the target audience that you want to reach, you know about the tax and all of these things that you are covering. The next thing that you have to do is, where are you going to market? You have to think about, where are you going to market your property? Where are you going to make your property be found? Is it going to be on booking.com, for example? Is it going to be on Airbnb? Is it going to be on an independent website? Is it going to be on Facebook Marketplace? Is it going to be on WhatsApp groups? Where are you going to share the property / rooms that you're renting out to attract the ideal client that you want? Based on the target audience that you have in mind, who do you want to reach? Where are you going to present your property, and in what way? Are you going to hire a professional photographer to come in and take photos of the property to make it look nice and post it on Airbnb or booking.com or, you know, Facebook group to let people know that this property is available? Are you going to hire someone like us to come in and do videography services for you, videography / marketing services for you, in terms of presenting your room or your property to a potential client, based on what you are trying to reach or who you're trying to reach? Are you prepared to do that? Did you even factor those costs, as I said, within your overall business plan when it comes to this structure, right? So where are you going to market your stuff? What kind of strategy do you have, you know, for leveling social? Well, how are you going to do it? You know, are you going to use TikTok? All of these things that you have to think about before you actually do it. And it sounds like a lot of work, but nothing is easy. Nothing is easy in life. Anything that you want, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work, right? So if you know, okay, for example, I am going to use, this is a business model for me that I want to take across Africa. It's not just Gambia. So I'm going to use YouTube, for example, right? So if you guys like this, let me know. I'm going to use YouTube, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to rent properties from property owners in order to sublet them back to clients to generate revenue. So I'm going to document my first agreement with a property owner to get some rooms within a house, or to get the entire house, because I don't want no disturbance with other people that I don't know about, right? And I'm going to show people what that's like. And those people who are watching, they are thinking of traveling to the Gambia, to Senegal, to Ghana, to Nigeria. And based on what they're watching on my video, they are going to want to come and book my properties. That could be a business plan or a business module for you when it comes to the rent-to-let module. As I said, not every country just allow you to come and rent a property and sublet it back. There are laws in some countries, so make sure that the laws in the country, what you're trying to do, you can do it as an individual, or you're going to register a company in order to get this done. What are the tax? What are the rules? Make sure you know what that is. But once you understand what that is, right? How is it that you're going to market your property in order to level up in the marketplace? Because everybody else is renting out their space, nice, luxurious space. So what is it that you're going to offer? Add some other things to it in order to attract people to your space. I hope you guys are still following me when it comes to this breakdown, guys. If you are still following me with this breakdown and you like it, comment "I am with you." I will read and I will respond to you guys. Comment "I am with you, AP." Okay, no problem. All right, so the next thing that you have to do is provide customer care, excellent customer care. The problem with most African countries when it comes to businesses overall is that the customer care is extremely poor. There's not customer care where people feel like, wow, these people understand me. If you are providing excellent customer care, right, where if people have any issue when it comes to renting out your room, you're on it. You know, how you communicate with them, they feel like, wow, these people, they're not just trying to take my money in terms of business, but they actually care about me. Customer care is very, very, very important, right? So you have to make sure you create a memorable experience for those people that are coming to book your rooms or your properties, right? Because that is extremely important when it comes to feedback, so that other people will say, wow, so you're telling me that you went to this place and you booked this place and your experience was like this? Oh my God, it's so cool. I want to go there and experience it myself. You know, the most powerful type of marketing is word of mouth marketing. And word of mouth marketing comes through customer care, how you deal with people, how you talk to people, how you make people feel, right? So if you understand that and you are offering that, then your business module, if this is a business module that you want to pursue, is going to just grow without you even spending too much money on marketing, because what you're offering to people is so good that they will just tell everybody about it. So if you have your properties running nice, people are booking in, if you want to make additional revenue, you have to think about what else does people want. What else will my client want? Will they want tissue? Will they want towel? Will they want toothbrush? Will they want toothpaste? Will they want snacks? You know, would they want a way that they can stay in their rooms, for example? Because some people, they come, they don't necessarily want to go out anywhere. They just want to come, stay somewhere and do what they're doing. So will they want food service? Like, you know, are you going to partner with a restaurant or a catering service that can deliver food to them where you can get commission from it? Are you going to provide transportation where you rent your car? Or you provide you partner with a rental car service where, you know, anytime your clients need a car to rent to go somewhere, you're going to hook them up and then you're going to get commission from that? Are you going to provide with real estate partner with real estate companies where if they say, me, I want to buy lands or I want to buy something, are you going to, you know, be able to utilize that or capitalize on that in terms of getting commissions, right? So these are some ways that you can upsell outside of just renting the property, because the revenue don't have to stop at just renting the property. It can go on to upsell to other things that your tenant may want. This is why maintaining relationship with them is extremely important. So to conclude, guys, I'm going to go over the important points in understanding how you can make $60 per day from rooms in the Gambia, right? So one of the point was understanding the market, prepare your property, set a competitive price, marketing your room, providing excellent customer service. And also I talk about legal situation in there to make sure that you understand based on the law if it's something that you can do, what are the do's and don'ts when it comes to that, monetizing and increasing earnings. And you know, so these are the tips when it comes to getting into this rent-to-let business and leading up to the way of making $60 per day. I'm not saying it's easy. I am saying it's a way that you can do it, especially if you don't have a lot of money in your account, you don't have lots of money everywhere, but you do have some money and you want to start. It's a nice way to start with you getting your first 2-3 doors, because a room is like a door, right? So you can get your first 3 doors, and from there you can save up your money and actually pay on a property, because you have companies like Prime Homes Limited here in the Gambia that we are actually partnered with. They are offering a solution there where you can actually pay something down on the property, get access to the property in terms of putting it on the market for rental and generate revenue from the property in order to pay them, so that you don't have to come out of your pocket while you can still make money from that property. And when you're doing it like that, if you are making some money and you're paying them plus your property is making money, so therefore you can actually pay them off faster, get access to your property, and then take 100% of the revenue that is going to come from that property. So if you were ever thinking of how I can make money renting out rooms in the Gambia even though I don't have any rooms, then this module is the one for you. You should definitely consider doing it, do some research in it, understand what it's like, how the do's and don'ts based on what I said, and even based on what I don't say. If you have something else that you want to add, please comment below and let me know. I would definitely want to hear from you guys what you think about this module. If you ever heard of it before, is it something that you would actually think about doing, or you are thinking about doing it? How, if you have done it before, how has that worked for you? What was the hiccups that you have? What was the bad, the good, the ugly, the beautiful? What was that like for you, right? Comment and let others know so that people can understand, because when it comes to making money through real estate, there's too much ways. There's so many ways to do it that are legal, right? And you don't have to go around corners and do shady stuff. You can actually do it with a small amount of money. You don't have to spend millions if you don't have it. There's a lot of solutions there for you to actually access real estate. Real estate is the fastest way to building wealth, and that's why we always talk about real estate. So guys, you can do us a favor. If you like this video, please do share it with someone that you know. It really helps us to grow. If you like what we're talking about, all of this monetizing real estate in Africa, anywhere at all in the world you are, you can use these strategies to actually, you know, make money through real estate. You don't have to be a billionaire, trillionaire to actually make money from real estate. And, you know, invite a friend to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Also, you know, there's more content on the platform. If you miss them, please do go and watch them, because you may be looking for an apartment unit that you want to buy. We partner with Prime Home Limited here in the Gambia, as well as Swami India International, to show you guys properties that are available in the Gambia. We also partner with independent property owners that have properties that they want to sell and rent. So if you guys are interested in that, please do go back through our video playlist, go back through our videos. You will see properties that we actually put on the market that are for sale or that are for rent. If you don't see what you want and you want us to help you, don't be afraid to do so. If you have a property that you want to rent or sell and you need our services in terms of marketing it in order to help you to monetize it on the international market or the local market, reach out to us. We are here for you guys. So guys, please do subscribe, check out the videos as I tell you. Until the next one, make sure you stay safe and let us go out there and monetize real estate in order to create generational wealth. I'm out.